I've mentioned in this video that you see a lot of these weak modern fitness influencers. And it's a shame that these are like seen as the pinnacle of health and fitness. It's these guys who are eating sugar, 200 grams of sugar a day. It's these guys who are making anabolic cookbooks with pancakes. And, it's just childish to eat that day to day. And it's certainly not your best. It's certainly not like the best of your character to indulge in sweet treats and cope and say that it's part of your diet. Now, you can absolutely make muscle whilst eating shit food. Of course you can. But there's more to life than just making muscle. How about your health? How about your physical and mental health? How about your gut's health? Overloading on sugar and weird chemicals, which are in like gummy bears or whatever the fuck these influencers and these Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme donuts that they're eating all the time. There's a better way to do this. For me, the moment that I was able to improve my diet came when I started to educate myself on it. I realized at age 22, I had been through the entire education system and I had never had a real lesson on diet or nutrition before, and that I actually knew nothing about what these things were actually doing to my body. That's when I discovered this lecture that's on YouTube that you can watch for free. It's from like this, it's very good, and I highly recommend that you just watch every second of it. It's called Fat Chance 2.0. And if you just go on the description of this video, I'll link it for you. Whenever you got the time, it's like an hour long. I highly recommend you watch it. There might be some bits that you get a little bit bored. Just trust me when I say, if you watch every second of it to the end, you're going to be very grateful that you did, because it's going to give you the kind of education you should have gotten when you were in school, but then they don't teach this stuff for some reason. So that works really well for me, because online, I think there's only a voice right now on this, fitness influencer shit of people just being kind of like mediocre every day. It's people who are disciplining themselves or living to like 50 to 60% of their intensity. They're eating some clean calories, but then every single day they're having a little bit of chocolate, they're having this. From my experience, you might be different, but I'm just going to tell you what I believe is the truth from myself, and also for every successful guy that I know. It doesn't seem like successful people have daily balance. It doesn't seem like the guys who have the best, like the real best physiques or health or business, it doesn't seem like they're doing 50% of their intensity every day. It seems like those guys resemble the phrase like work hard, play hard. They go into periods of intense work mode where they do nothing but work and nothing but like, strict calories and everything like that. And then they go into periods of intense playtime where they literally just, for a lot of these people, they're just total degenerates. They'll start drinking and sleeping with loads of women and taking drugs and stuff. I'm not doing that stuff. But for me, my degenerate time is like going to a family cafe and having some cake and like talking to the family there and everything. So that's just what I've seen online is, you're recommended to have this kind of almost, perfect, sustainable diet every day. 80% of your calories from healthy stuff and 20% from like the processed, like nice foods. I don't recommend that, because that means that you're not living to your potential whilst you're in work mode. Because if you're eating 20% of like, junk calories per day, I promise you, you will get fucked by someone who's competing with you. If there's someone else who wants to take what you've got, if there's someone else who's got the same business as you, and he's on carnivore diet, he's gonna fuck you up. So, because if you're in work mode, I think you should have everything optimized for work mode. For a lot of us young guys, we probably should be in work mode because this is an awesome time for us to develop. I think the better way is we go into these periods of work mode, we try and be as disciplined as possible with our diets. And then when we get to, this 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, that's when we have a few days off and we go on a little trip somewhere. Because this gives you the heightened experience